Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's sketch is this one right here. It calls for 6 smaller photos. Now I do have 6 4x6 photos that I'm going to be trimming down. And then the prompt today is wood veneer, so I have to figure that out. Let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I like these kind of layouts for those photos that you take all the time, a whole bunch of pictures, and you don't need the full photo because you have like 16 other instances of these photos in your albums. Can I stop taking photos of Toy Story Midway Mania? No. Can I stop scrapbooking them? No. So this is perfect. So I am going to trim my photos down. I make them a little bit larger than what it calls for in the sketch. And that's just because the focal points of my photos were a little bit larger than what they called for in the sketch. So I didn't want to cut up the things I actually wanted you to see. So I'm trimming these all down. I am using this little guillotine trimmer from Tonic and Tim Holtz. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I used to use a Creative Memories trimmer and got rid of that sucker. And yeah, I don't remember what happened to it. I can't remember if I gave it to someone, if it broke. I don't remember. So I am going to put these photos down on this green ledger paper, and I'm making this into a photo mat. Now in the sketch, it doesn't really call for a photo mat, but I want one, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to where I wanted them to go. I didn't make any design decisions, like anything was looking into the page or away from the page or anything like that. I just did what I thought looked good. So I trim that mat down. So now I've got all of my photos on the ledger paper, and I'm going to use this blue kind of square paper as the little accent in the background. So I figure out where I want that to be, and then I'm going to trim that guy down. I'm going to add some adhesive so that I can place it onto the backgrounds of my layout right here. And then I'm going to figure out how to add in the other pieces. So this is where I deviate from the sketch a little bit, just because I like the way that this looks a little bit better than the sketch. And, you know, that's pretty bold to say, I guess, but when you find things that you like, you know what you like, and you start doing them. So I don't like the fact that rectangle element underneath of the title element is so small. I feel like it needs to be bigger, so I made it bigger. Now I am going through my die cuts here. So in this die cut bin, this is where I have this kind of feeling of die cut, which is, it's weird how, I know guys, I know, it's weird how I have them sorted out. So like any kind of things that remind me of Disney-esque kind of things go in here. So that means things like the Echo Park, Neverland, Finding Neverland, Lost in Neverland, whatever the Neverland collection is, the Toy Story, no, Sandy, the Toy Box collection, there's some Mary Poppins in there, I forget, Practically Perfect. So any of those Disney-esque, almost Disney feeling things go in this one. Now I am going to create a cluster down here. So instead of having a little hang down with journaling, I'm actually going to create something fun. Like I'm going to create this little cluster. So I've got this book plate label. Now it does have holes in it, but I'm not going to punch those holes out. I'm going to leave them as solid. And I'm just going to figure out what the heck to do to make this layout look more like me and less like I just copied a sketch. Now, wow, it sounds like I'm hating on this sketch, but I promise you I'm not. I just want things to be a little bit different so that it feels like me. I don't know how to explain this in a way that's coming off it's coming off kind of weird. And I guess I gotta watch what I say, because I had a layout the other day that I guess it came across that, that I was really concerned, but I'm really not. I don't know. Maybe I should watch my own video to remember what I said. Now, there are scrapbookers out there that post on YouTube that make their layout, do their voiceover, and watch their video to make sure everything's okay. I'm not one of those. You guys, I shoot from the hip, I say what I say, and if I screw something up, then it's out there forever. But this one post makes me want to go like listen to it. Am I going to? Probably not, but it makes me want to. So I can't have a naked tag hole, so I'm going to tie a little bit of embroidery thread right here into a cute little bow and top it off there. Now I'm just using these little game pieces and little teeny things to just add some, some excitement so that you can see some fun things on this page. Now, I wanted so many toys, so little time to go on this layout, like so bad. I feel like this layout is the perfect layout for this sentiment, and I didn't know how the heck to make it happen. So I'm messing around with these gold arrows. I pull out the gold heart. The gold arrow or heart, neither one of those make it onto the page, you guys. It doesn't happen. I thought about this little army man right here, but the background of the army man die cut is the same exact background of the sentiment die cut, and I'm like, I can't have this in my life. Like, what am I doing with my life? I'm kind of freaking out right now because I'm like, I've got to figure out how to get this on. Like, that intensity is in my mind while I'm scrapbooking this layout. So I'm just going back into the die cut box to see what I can figure out. So I really liked these arrows, and I thought that it added something to the page until I get it on there and everything's adhered, and then I'm like, what's the point? I'm covering up everything anyway. So once I get something else on this page, I think I realize, like, what are you doing, Sandy? You're covering up everything. Oh yeah, I put that little guy right there. So once that little guy gets on there, I like him. He's really cute. He's a toy. He matches the whole feel of the page. I'm like, the arrows can't stay. I'm covering them all up. And I want to be able to see the arrows because I really like this arrow die cut. So now I'm going to keep on adding little bits and pieces to the clusters here so that I can finally get something exciting done and down on this page. I do find a blue arrow that will work. I just felt like the gold was you know what I mean? Like, you put something on your page and you're like, yeah, that works, and then you put something on your page and you're like, I wish you could see my facial expressions and my hands moving when I'm talking to you guys. So I pull out some brads. Now, these aren't all toy box brads, guys. I am a less is more with the packaging in my room. So anytime I can combine things, so I have less packaging, I do that. So those are multiple lines of brads right there. So I did pull out a couple of the little sticky bits, and then now I'm going to go ahead and add in the little piece of wood veneer, because I forgot that the prompt was wood veneer until the very end. So I had the little Mickey head, and there he is. I know I'm totally cheating on the prompt, but wood veneer is the prompt, and there's wood veneer on the page, so win! Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon for another video.